miss me? Yeah. It's been a little while since you seen me. Sure. Yo, wait a minute. Do you see me? Damn. Yeah, hotter than a summer day. Follow me. Like, follow me. Follow me. Take a little trip now. Follow me. Let it go. Physical can't hold us back. Don't you know? Now follow me and watch me how I do it.
Let's go.
I really want to go to a HBCU because when you think of HBCU, you think of like the hypeness of our culture, but they don't have gymnastics. So I was just like, I'm just not going to go to school. I was about to throw my whole gymnastics career away. It's crazy.
I just kept hearing news about Fisk, and I kept seeing the girls that were committing. First it was just one, and then there was two. It started becoming like almost an everyday thing. I would check my Instagram, and these girls, all black girls, are coming up on my page talking about Fisk, Fisk, Fisk.
Now follow me and watch me how I do it.
I was selling the dream and the idea of what Fisk Gymnastics could be and what an HBCU gymnastics team could be. 1, 2, 3, Fisk in the house.
Thank you. Now follow me and watch me how I do it.
Most people start gymnastics around like 4. I started very late, so I had to play catch up my whole life trying to I guess get where I should have been. We traveled a lot due to my dad's job. My dad was a professional football player in the NFL.
Thank you, baby.
I feel like to myself, I have a lot to prove, not to everyone else.
Toes down, toes up. I need a rotation. Better.
How old are you?
I'm 17. I've been a gymnast for 15 years now. I grew up with my sisters, my brother, my mom, and my dad until 2009 when he passed away during a motorcycle accident. So family just means everything to me because you never know when they will either be gone or you won't see them ever again.
I was that little daredevil, so I can get to the next level and stuff. That's what I really love about gymnastics as well. There's like levels to it, so you want to make it to the next level.
Power. That's real words. Power.
My mom was my coach. I have 4 siblings, and they're all younger. Being a parent is really hard.
Telling people, hey.
I just wanted to make her proud, you know? I'm first generation to ever go to college, my family. So that's why I get emotional, because it's like she does so much, she does so much work for us. I don't even know how she did it, but she did. Sorry, I'm nervous.
My senior year of high school, I was committed to Utah State. I got sat down at the table with my aunt and uncle, and they're basically just like, you should come to Fisk, you should come to Fisk, you should come to Fisk, chatting my ear off. And I was like, I'm not gonna go there because there's no gymnastics team. And my uncle was basically just like, okay, I'll make it happen.
Fisk was asking for a list of potential names for the head coach. Once they found out that I had athletic administration and assistant coaching position, they thought, hey, this might be the perfect match. So I got a job offer. It all kind of happened by Zoom. And I said, okay, that's great, thinking I had an entire year to get a team together, get a program together. And they're like, oh no, we're competing this year. And I'm like, so I have 3 months to find a team. Okay, got this, got this.
There she is, there's the woman.
Coach Tarver is a big deal. She's the first black woman to win NCAA championships in gymnastics. So I recognize the name.
I saw it on Instagram, and I just texted the athletic director to get in contact with Coach.
My decision did take a really long time.
Oh my God, what are we doing?
Moving in.
Yeah, this is your room.
Yay!
I talked to my friends and my coaches and my parents. I didn't want to miss making history and being a part of the HBCU, something I've always wanted to do, but still knowing it's a new program and there's going to be a lot of struggles that are going to come with it rather than going with something that I know is set in stone and a tradition set in place.
This is actually my 3rd school. I've transferred from University of Bridgeport to the SUNY College of Rockport to here. I've never heard of Fisk. If there was an HBCU from the beginning that had a gymnastics team, I would have gone there. And that was mostly because of Beyonce, from the Beyonce homecoming that she did at Coachella. And that experience of what HBCUs are like, I wanted that.
So who's doing hair in here?
Kaylee.
I really didn't have the answers to what we will have, because at the time we just didn't have it. I was still living in New Jersey. I wasn't here in Nashville. I didn't have an office. I hadn't even been down here yet. So I basically was recruiting via Zoom.
There was a team meeting via Zoom, of course, because not everyone was here. And there was just a moment where we were talking with Coach T, and there were all black girls on the screen. I started like getting a little emotional because every single person in there looked like me. The coaching staff looked like me. Coach T has locks in her hair, just like me. So after that meeting, I went downstairs. I think my dad was in the basement cleaning or something, and I was just like, Dad. Nashville.
I have a bunch of D1 athletes.
Oh my God, who is this kid? Oh, that was so good.
Several that decommitted from D1 programs.
Since there wasn't an HBCU with gymnastics, I wanted to go to an SEC school. I got a full ride to Arkansas, and I was recruited from other SEC schools, but I signed and committed to Arkansas. And then I decommitted from Arkansas because I always wanted to go to an HBCU, and it's in my hometown. Like, there was no better opportunity.
Good first practice. We are officially in season now. Every single practice matters now. Myself and my two assistant coaches all competed in college. I was the first gymnast to ever compete a double layout on floor.
Extremely difficult. Double layout, and she nails it.
It's 2 flips in a straight body position. I did it back in the 80s when it was still like unheard of to do.
When I posted the video, I was just like, I just want to post a TikTok just to document our first ever practice, you know, as a whole team together. So I just posted, not thinking nothing of it. Boom. Can I please repost this video? Oh my God, ESPN, can you do this for me?
So which one of you ladies posted the viral video?
That would be me.
That's true.
Oh, we're going up.
The women's gymnastics team at Fisk University has vaulted into the record books. Fisk University became the first HBCU historically black college or university to compete in an NCAA women's gymnastics meet.
Welcome to the first ever Fisk University Inter Squad. I think they look fabulous. How about you?
I don't have any room for mess-ups. I have to go for it, all in or nothing.
That's why we're putting guys in front of this crowd so you learn how to do it. Pressure.
Confidence.
I all of a sudden started worrying because my sister, she's getting her master's going to NYU, and then I have 3 other siblings at home. I'm like, are you sure it's gonna be so much money? And I started crying, and then my father, he was just like, you're not gonna get this opportunity again. So he told me to take it.
That's okay. I'd rather this happen here now than the first meet.
My first thought was like, wow, like we can actually do this. All of us come from different backgrounds, different places, and different levels of gymnastics. So when you're watching everyone and like seeing what they can do, it's like, dang, she's really good. Dang, she's really good. She could do that. Wow.
What I want is for these girls to get as much as they can. They deserve it. People think of HBCUs as having less. Facilities aren't as good. They don't have as much money in their budget, things like that. We can do everything that a PWI can. We can give them the same experiences. It might take a little bit longer, but we're gonna get them there.
Okay, well, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Our first meet of the year. The announcement's supposed to come out on Monday. So hopefully you'll all see where we're going with that.
Randy, where are we going? Vegas, baby. Vegas.
We just landed in Las Vegas. Where are we at, Liberty?
We are at the hotel getting ready for our first ever gymnastics meet.
We're gonna go out there, show the world how an HBCU does gymnastics.
Period, Naima.
I'm a little excited, a little nervous, but you know what? It's good nerves, not bad nerves. You know, we're Black, we're excellent, that's all that matters.
History in the making.
We were invited to this meet back in May, actually. When it was first getting started, I had talked to the producer and he said, we want this there. He's like, it's gonna be podium, it's gonna be TV, it's gonna be the works. And I said, what a way to come out. You cannot put him on a better stage for the first ever. Everybody, anywhere can watch and be a part of the history.
We're at the Orleans Hotel Arena for an historic gymnastics event here on the Big Ten Network.
This is a day for the books. Head coach Corinne Tarver, when she was reaching out to potential future athletes, she led with the statement, do you want to make history?
Hi, students. We deserve to be here. Everybody's excited to see us. Show them what we got. 1, 2, 3, Bulldogs!
First gymnast to go for Fisk will be Naima Mohammed. She is actually the first NCAA gymnast to get approval to wear tights, which is partly because of her religious beliefs.
I always pray that I'm going to be successful, that I do my best. There's a quote that my father gave me, because he's a football coach. Big players make big plays in big games. And if you're a big player, you're going to make that big play and win that big game.
I had a chance to speak with her actually before the meet. She was all smiles, but she was a bit nervous.
People have told me, you realize you're making history, right? You're making history. But I've already made history. I'm the only Muslim gymnast in the NCAA that wears tights when they compete. But this is me and 15 other women of color on the team doing this. And that's never been done before at a place meant for us in the first place. So starting to think about that and let that set in, I'm like, you know what? This is something.
You only live once, baby, that's tonight, that's tonight. Wanna feel alive, we're on top of the world. You only live once, baby, that's tonight, that's tonight. Wanna feel alive, baby, that's tonight.
I always love a breakdown moment. Beautiful double tuck to finish that off. You can see it all in her face. She made history right there. Look at her teammates.
She was absolutely going crazy, and as the years go by, decades from now, there will only ever be one that did the first routine for Fisk University and write it down. Absolutely. Naima Mohammed will be that name for the rest of time.
You only live
The Fisk Bulldogs.
We really realized, like, wow, like how much of an impact like this really is.
Stay fly like an eagle. Yeah, we do it for the people. Wherever we go, it's possible.
People do look up to us as a history maker and a trailblazer.
But the only reason we're able to do it is because they did it first.
Here is Lucy Collins.
Watch this first tumbling run. Another high double back.
Lucy Collins was on the 1980 team, but they got boycotted. And people just gloss over that. Diane Durham was only 14 when she became a national champion, and she actually beat Mary Lou Retton before Mary Lou became big at the 1984 Olympics.
Nice. That's nice.
Diane Durham has a chance to run away with the national championship.
Watch the tremendous lift off the horse, straight body. That's what makes her great at only 14. 9.9, a near perfect score.
14-year-old Diane Durham electrifying the audience here in Chicago. 9.65, that makes it official, Peter Corman. She is our new national champion.
Yes, I'm possible.
Why would you not take your national champion right before the Olympics?
Dominic Dawes of the United States, 12 years of age.
I know that when I stepped into the gymnastics gym that I was perceived as a deduction because of my flat feet or my bow legs or having a bit of a body, a butt, and having more of a muscular athletic physique. It chokes me up just because the culture and the sport of gymnastics made young African-American girls like me feel as if we were not enough. and that it was not a sport for us. I know these young women, a part of Fisk University, they know they're more than enough. They are strong, they are empowering.
We're a part of something so big that like it'll just change the face of gymnastics. Other HBCUs will come out with gymnastics programs to like be a part of what we're doing.
Talladega. They announced before our second year, so then our second year we got to compete with them. And then they announced Wilberforce right after. It's about representation.
We got so many eyes looking on us. We are so close.
We leave for Rutgers tomorrow.
The last 3 meets, we have just been like right there to just have that breakout meet.
We compete tomorrow at William & Mary.
Mistakes happen, we know that, but a lot of times it's something that comes up in here. Make sure that the inner voice is nothing but positive. We want to make sure we are showing each other our love as a team.
We're going to stay positive. For sure.
No matter what happens, we're there for each other.
Yeah.
Oh, the light here is so good. Hey.
I got 15 girls here as our first team. My goal is for them to be able to walk into meets feeling confident, because if they feel confident, they will do well.
2005 babies run the world.
We didn't have that many girls on the team to begin with, so just for us to be able to send people to go to nationals in general, like, it was amazing. Like, we had a great time. Nationals first year was probably the best year, honestly.
We had a team meeting. I gave them an assignment to sit back and see what is really important to them. What do you want from these opportunities, and how can you take the opportunities and make it into what's important in your life?
I have a calculus test coming up. So what I'm about to do is get tutored by Haley, because she's so smart.
For us as a team, we are not just gymnasts, but we are well-rounded young women, talented not just in gymnastics, but outside of gymnastics. Most of the girls on the team actually are on the pre-med track. A lot of girls have done pageants. They're in different clubs. Lindsay and Kaylee, they're members of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Sky came in on Team 2. He just became a member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. Kiara, Xana, and Morgan are members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
And I do what I want. She's a member of the gymnastics team. Xana Brewer, Kiara Richmond. I decide when it's done.
Second year, fall semester, having 2 other teammates as my line sisters, very blessed.
When all else fails, I do what I want.
The gym was packed.
We've had a lot of fun times. This generation, it's very different. What are we on, Gen Z? I'm learning a lot from that. Where we are right now is the girls learning each other.
Jordan just said she's gonna strangle me in her sleep. I sure did. Hashtag know the real Jordan.
Then we're learning needs.
Ladies, stay in your bubble. Don't overdo it, okay?
And I do what I want. Yeah, I do what I want.
It was really like an eye-opener of like how many people were really there to support us and be there for us, and how many kids were really looking up to us. The amount of arenas that we went to that our supporters packed out was very eye-opening to the fact that colleges were wanting us to come back just so that our fans could keep breaking their records of how many people were going to attend. So for us to be able to fly anywhere and still have a good amount of people there cheering us on, it was amazing.
When all else fails, I do what I want.
The year before, we had gone to like big teams. We went to Georgia, we went to Michigan. Something about Florida though really got to me. Florida was our first meet with Talladega, and my friend Kirsten was competing on a team. That was a big deal. It was so exciting watching them. You know, we kind of have to focus on ourselves, do a competition, but we can't help but like dance along and clap a little bit. There's always gonna be HBCU love for the other team just because it's like, woo, it's us.
Start of a new gymnastics season, a historic night as well. The first 2 HBCUs to sponsor college gymnastics are in the building.
I'm around people who have experienced the same things that I have, and I feel like over the recent years, I've kind of like found myself a little bit more.
This is the Leo we're wearing. I'm actually so excited to take pictures. I'm a little bit nervous. My stomach's hurting.
I have the lead-off spot, and I don't want to let anyone down. I feel pretty strong.
I like, instead of just doing the split, do the split and you turn the other way. It's called a switch half.
I got hurt in the middle of year 2. So I wasn't able to finish out second year, and it was very disappointing. But I was there helping, literally.
Morgan is so talented. She can literally do anything.
Dismount, round off.
She is killing it today. 2.5. That's where you do round off back handspring, and then you go up, you twist 2.5 times, and then you land.
Beautiful 2.5.
I didn't go to nationals that year. She won that national title. She shut the place down.
Remember, her name, Simply the Best, is right. Gymnast Morgan Price just flipped into the record books as the first athlete from an HBCU, that's an historically black college or university, to win a National Collegiate Gymnastics Championship. Wow, look at that. When you look at that moment yourself, what are you thinking? You're thinking, I did that.
Yes, I was just really proud of myself.
You stuck the landing.
Yeah.
I love my teammates so much. Come on, guys! If you look around, you see people working, boom, 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 and I'm just like, this is what I came for. Do it big.
Fight, 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 fight! Hold it!
Talladega College ending their gymnastics program after just one season.
Ooh, Wilberforce, they were already planning on starting a gymnastics team. So they started it a whole year early just so those Talladega girls could have somewhere to go. Most of their team are the girls that were from that Talladega team.
She marched on, she marched on.
Ohio's Wilberforce University, now picking up where Talladega left off, creating a new gymnastics team. The university put the team on the fast track in the wake of the Talladega team cut.
I've been dealing with difficult type situations when it comes to the sport of gymnastics forever. But we all know that women of color are impactful in the sport of gymnastics.
She became the woman she knew she could be. She marched on, she marched on, she marched on, she marched on.
We're qualifying for these big meets and doing well.
Fisk is coached by Corinne Tarver.
Beating teams that have been in the long run for a while just proves that what we're doing is the right thing.
Huge dismount, grab the stick.
Morgan Price scored the first perfect 10.
I'm not a judge or a jury, what's done is done. I'll pick you up from the ground, I'll hug you and bring some love.
Losing Coach Tarver was not a fun experience for anybody. After all we've been through with this program, it was a very big breaking point. We lost a coach our first year. We lost India the second year.
Let's do this.
In its third year, we're halfway through the season. We're leaving for a meet the next day, and we get told that she's not coming back either. We felt like we hit rock bottom. It was very sad. It still is.
Naria Mack is the head coach at Fisk University, and she started the year as their meet director. Besides all the other challenges that Fisk has to go through, all of their meets are on the road. There's no chance for Fisk to win this meet.
We have to just push Tarver. Let's have a great ending to our season.
Right, she really flipped in place there.
It wasn't easy for us to adjust to that, but we hit the ground running. We've been showing the world like there's nothing that you guys can do to tear us down. We keep thriving.
Record-breaking score for Fisk University, 193.4.
I made my floor team 9725. Here you go.
Let's check out this moonwalk.
Come on a beam.
And beautifully done.
Fisk will have taken first with a 194.6.
We beat the Division I and Division II. We had
one more meet left in our regular season, and I decided to be done with gymnastics before that meet happened for personal reasons, for a lot of reasons. I retired early.
Morgan, she's amazing. Just to watch her do it twice.
From the moment they walk and step foot on campus to the moment they cross the stage, they have overcome so much. They open up doors that they didn't even understand at the time they were opening. I'm most proud of them for having the highest GPA at the university and just for their sisterhood. I've really grown a lot. I've learned so much about myself, so much about the world, and I graduated from college.
Their program made history, but it will be history soon. Sadly, leaders announced this month they're forced to end the program next spring. A heartbreaking decision for the campus, the team, and fans.
We learned in the middle of summer, I got a text from my teammate who was returning to the team that Fisk Gymnastics was no longer going to be a thing.
This last year, I got to go hard. Focus on the now, and what I can do for this last year and just end it off with a bang. Just having the best season I could possibly have and reaching my peak and trying to do everything that I've been working hard to do for the past 3 years.
People are going to look at us and see the resilience, see the inspiration, and be motivated that you can do the wildest, craziest things because we did that. I think we've inspired so many girls to the point where whether or not Fisk Gymnastics does go down, we did everything that we could for the next group of girls. And I think that's what matters.
I've never been really first to do anything, but now it makes me feel different.
I've been told no over and over, or I'm not built for this, or I'm too tall. And I'm proof that that's not true. So many other girls on my team are proof that that's not true, and we can do it and we can keep up with everybody else in the country. I know that no matter what, there's other little girls watching me, and if there's not, my little sisters are watching me, and that I have to be undeniable so they can be undeniable.
Straight line, it's gonna take its toll on you. Building faith, yeah, it takes time, but you gotta see this through. You see these walls, they will come down. Right now your feet won't touch the ground. Sometimes there's no chance to prepare, so don't hold back. We're gonna ride this way. See